Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to r/Scary Science. We have not been here in a while. I know, I'm sorry, but we're going to get started immediately with death apples. Death apples. All right. Warning. Forgive me if I don't pronounce this right. Ooh, Kirby. Manchineel tree. The leaves, bark, and fruit of these trees contain a caustic sap, which may be injurious if touched. Columbus described the small green fruits as death apples. The trees are common along Caribbean shores. Avoid contact with any part of this tree. Oh, I know these trees. That's why the name sounded familiar. Yes, I've gone on a few cruises to the Caribbean, and they're like, you have this tree here. It's on the beach, but we don't really want y'all going into the jungle part anyway, so we don't attack cat. Okay, see, typically there are people with that sign, and they're like, okay, it's just some, I guess, angry cat. But that, if you saw that and then looked up and then saw that cat and then took that photo and like showed it to like your neighbor or something, it's like, hey, don't mess with him. He's got an attack cat. He's like, I'm not messing with that dude. That's insane. My cat, when you would do that, she'd have like a red, green looking tint to her eyes, not those big yellow eyes. At my local beach, they only alert you when they are over 5 feet. Sharks sighted. Enter at own risk. Advisory. Wow. Jeez. Okay. See, I've not encountered any sharks at the beach or anything like that before. I don't believe. The biggest thing that I've had at the beach, and it actually happened really recently, it had not happened to me before in life. I got stung by a jellyfish. It stinks. Beware man-eating swan. Caution. Swan is aggressive. He's tagged too. You can look at his neck. He's tagged. Jeez. I thought that said swan and alligator from the thumbnail. What's he gonna do? Is he gonna ever get the sign? It's an illuminated sign. Not illuminated. What do you call that? Laminated. That's it. So I don't think he'll get it. Wow. Oops. My bad. My computer's been doing that. Okay. We already saw that. Funeral home's looking out for you. Accident-prone area. Drive carefully. You will take care of yourself, or we will take care of you. But holy crap! You talk about dang. I mean, you talk about going down the road with your family. You see that sign, you really just gotta stop and think. At any second, I could make any mistake, or somebody could make any mistake, and I'm gonna die. I'm gonna unalive. Dang. Thanks. This is an ad, by the way. Thanks for making me question how much I trust elevators. Sign. Please, no more than 8 people in the elevator at once. It will break. Will. Not it might, but it will break. I haven't joined Spooky Signs. Wow. Let's go, baby. No, I don't. I'll do that later. It will break. So, I don't actually have a problem with elevators. Typically, they are very sketchy to me in some. I'm sorry, I have to take this off. But they are someplace like at school. I have my friend Alex in the wheelchair, and I go up the elevator with him every day. And it never really gets spooky unless you get like to like the bottom floor. Once you're going up to down, it gets real sketch because it goes like ding, and then opens it's like a really tight sound, like you're tightening like a pole, and then just spooky. The sign warns of dangers in Brazil. Perigo. Danger. 2 guys on a motorcycle. Avoid wheel dressing. Don't hesitate on the street. Hide your cell phone on your underwear. If you hear, hey boy, pretend you're crazy. Don't walk alone. Bring a friend. Always bring $20 to give it away. Run if you see 2 guys on a motorcycle. I've never been to Brazil, but if I ever went to a country and saw that sign, I'd be like, well, my time here is done. Goodbye. That's spooky. Australia 2020, welcome to paradise. Know your bushfire. Poor Australia, though. You really have to imagine, us kids in high school and in intermediate school, because I'm a junior in high school, sitting back, drinking our Cokes and eating our Chick-fil-A, and they're over there fighting fires and all other kinds of unholy weather crap. Hold your breath. No oxygen. That's not even just... No, that is scary signs. But that's just... Wow. That is spooky. What are some of the comments? Explanation? There could be a chamber door in front of it, as another person commented above. Apples are kept under a certain hydrocarbon gas that could stop aging, so it keeps for literal years. Some other foods need similar keeping could also be a sterilizer room. Yeah, so it could be many things, because they didn't really give us too much context, because you can see that line, so that must mean there's something. So, but that is spooky. Like, if I'm just walking on the sidewalk and that's there randomly, bro, jeez. A sign painted near the viewpoint in Verkad Hill, India. Stand carefully. Your cottage only has one hospital, but 3 cemeteries. Wow. Oh my god. Jeez, dude. You're over here like, be careful. We got a hospital, bro. We got more cemetery, though. Jeez. No, stop making... So just notice this sign at work. Guess I'll stop going to the freezer alone. Attention, safety message. Nobody's allowed to go into the freezer room alone. You must use the buddy system. One person can go into the freezer room, and someone who should be immediately outside and aware you are in there until you're outside. Now, I get it. You might have some person lock themselves in, which is actually not uncommon, but it is not common at the same time. But I've been in freezers before. Like, I have a Costco by my house. Costco's great, by the way. If I could get sponsored by Costco, that'd be so sick. They're awesome. Give me my free Costco card and go and get all my healthy snacks. Because Costco, you go there and they taste good and they're healthy. It's like that, 12-year-old me is like, no, that's not how that works. And the 16-year-old me is like, well, you're dumb, because it does. But, anyway. But yeah, so basically, it's whatever. 23, at least when they made this sign. Danger. These rocks are covered with a plant growth that makes them extremely slippery. 23 people have died while climbing these rocks. View the falls from designated areas only. I understand the name now. Wow. I have been to places where they're like, you go in the woods and it's so slippery and you're falling. I don't know. Maybe maybe it's a mountain and I'm not able to see it. It looks like a falls, the falls, like a waterfall. It looks like maybe like a park, one of those national parks. So I don't know really where you'd be climbing, but I guess if you hit your head in a rock, yeah. So I was at the hospital today. I wonder why you're at the hospital. Attention all patients. If in the last 3 weeks you traveled to China where coronavirus is present or had close contact with someone who had recently traveled to China and was ill, and if you have a cough, difficulty breathing, or a fever, please tell staff immediately. Now, I do have a cough, and I've had a cough since January. But I ain't got no coronavirus. But, again, this isn't really a scary sign, because it's only scary for those who, have those symptoms. It's like those people who, and if you do this, I don't mean to call you out or be mean about this, but it's like those people that, think they have something, so they look up symptoms on the internet, and they, have 1 or 2 of those symptoms, and they're like, oh my gosh, I have this, and you really don't. I can't tell you how many times I used to do that. Outside toilet, 1 door. I don't get it. Beware of the door. The door is disobedient. It loves to double lock. If you get locked in, don't panic. Just keep turning the lock anti-clockwise. I mean, that's another thing. It's not scary. I mean, if you get locked in the the bathroom, it's whatever. Just unlock it. It already tells you how. If there wasn't a way to unlock it, then yes, we'd have a problem. But isn't that a threat? Take care of the land, or someday you'll be part of... Whoa! Jeez! Now that would be something I would probably put at my house. It's like, be nice to my house, or I will make you into a fence post or something. I don't know. Yeah, if I owned a boat, I would be like, I'm gonna make you a figurehead. If you know, you'd get the gist even without a word of Swedish. Would I though? What is it about elevators today? Jeez, but I will tell you that this is spooky because, again, with elevators, I'm not afraid of elevators, I just don't like them. Like, I can go in them without a problem, but I will feel a bit of uncomfort if I'm the only one in there. Because then there's nobody in there to, be there to talk to or get help or something like that if there's ever a problem. But that is spooky, not gonna lie. Alright, I think I'll take the stairs next to... Yep, another elevator. Let's see. Caution, no sudden movements or jumping. Elevator is extremely sensitive. Please stand still. Oh my gosh. So the other day, we were in school and it's me, the super big kid. I don't mean, fat. That's very mean to say, but I don't mean that. But I mean big as in he was tall, taller than me, and I'm like 6 foot something. I'm like six. I think I'm 6'0" or 6'1". Don't let anybody ever tell you that 5'12" is real. It's not. I'm sorry. I would know. I tried to pass off, but basically. It was me, a kid in a wheelchair, my friend Alex, and another big kid named Mark. And now he's, I think, my height or maybe a little shorter, but he is a bit stubby, a little bit weight on him. But that's okay. Shout out to you, Mark and TJ, because those two, and all at once, all three of us, and I'm 166 pounds alone, and I'm super skinny, and all three of us at once, plus with the wheelchair and Alex in it, in the elevator, as it was going up, all went 1, 2, 3, and we all jumped, and we were fine. The drowning machine. Extreme danger, submerged water, the drowning machine. Oh my gosh. If I ever went to a dam, like Niagara Falls, and it says, be careful, drowning machine, I'd be like, well, this took the punch out of this real fast. I mean, I was supposed to be here to enjoy, now I have to think of a human washing machine. Jeez. And for the top of this month, because that's what I'm going to start doing, is I'm going to go back to the same set of Reddits we've been to until we've really just, whatever, and go to the top of this month. So, Percy Priest Lake in Nashville, Tennessee. 171 persons have drowned in this lake wearing life jackets. 30 not wearing life jackets. 168. I mean, that's not spooky. I mean, it is spooky and scary, whatever. But it's more or less kind of sad because you're like, wow, even with a life jacket he passed, that's, yeah. But I don't know how this is the top. I think that one about the you'll become part of the land, or maybe the no oxygen ahead would rather be up here. But I guess it's just by the all that. But yeah, so thank you guys for watching. I do hope you enjoyed r/scary science, and if you loved it and if you liked it, please leave a comment stating if you want to come back to this, or maybe a new subreddit or one of our other subreddits that we've been to that you would love to see. I am talking very fast, and I apologize. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Shout out to the first person who watched the video. Comments, likes, all that are super appreciated, as well as leaving a rating and sharing it on your social medias and discords. So thank you, and have a good day or good night. Goodbye!